everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Brady's Patriots going up against Tyrod Taylor's Bills. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Winter just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New England Patriots. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. Here's Matthew Slater to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And it's time to watch Tom Brady operate on offense here in a second. 227 yards and 4 touchdown passes last week for Brady in New England's win over Miami. His 28th career game with at least 4 touchdown passes.
And on the pace that he set for this season, I think he's going to go over 5,000 yards for, I believe, the second time in his career. Everyone's talking about MVPs. If you're not mentioning Tom Brady strongly in that conversation, then you're not watching the 2017 NFL season. He has been magnificent.
Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. As the offensive starters pop up on your screen, Charles, let me ask you, Chris Hogan, what does he bring to this offense?
A guy that you look at and really don't circle in your game plan. If there's other guys that you look at, then you realize this guy can do damage. Finds his way open on almost every snap.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Dion Lewis touchdown run. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So the Nathan Peterman cameo was a one-week thing. Tyrod Taylor back leading the Bills offense as they take the field. And he led them to a win last weekend against Kansas City, 16-10, Charles.
Didn't turn the ball over, took care of it, used his legs to get himself out of trouble and create nice plays for his team. They're still in the fight for the AFC wildcard. They're 6-5. If the playoffs began this week, the Buffalo Bills would be in the playoffs for the first time in a long time. So right now, trust Tyrod Taylor if you're the Buffalo Bills and see if he can carry you home.
On first down, it's Taylor. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 25. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Well, just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go, Ohio!
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ohio.
Here's Taylor throwing again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Let's shine a little light on Devin McCourty, one of the top safeties in the game, even though he only had 1 interception in 2016. The analytics people say when you watch him on tape, he makes all the plays that you need. Plays what I call top-down defense, keeps everything in front. In fact, his team was the only team in the NFL in 2016 not to give up a touchdown pass of 30 yards or more. This guy knows how to play the position well, patrol center field, and knows what he's doing out there.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Colton Schmidt, 4th-year man from UC Davis, on to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And we take a look at the Bills' defense. Lorenzo
Alexander is the ultimate chameleon in the NFL. Has reshaped his body to play different positions. Fullback, defensive tackle, defensive end, outside linebacker, special teamer. He's done it all, and now he's reaping the benefits. Fully entrenched as an outside linebacker in the NFL.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They try again with Lewis. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Throwing now is Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Brady finding Hogan on third down, and the Patriots able to convert. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. This is Lewis. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go. What?
They'll go again to McCoy. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. from the shotgun. It's Taylor. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Now Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense doing their job. Really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On second down, here's Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And Amendola with a catch. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run with Lewis. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run. This is Lewis. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
New England on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete to Lewis. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Brady so good on 3rd and short.
He's so precise. He's so accurate. Understands exactly what he needs for a first down. You almost think you can go ahead and move the chains before he even takes a snap, don't you?
1st and 10. Here's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Brady going to give this one to Burkhead, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
To throw, it's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Dwayne Allen, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And some room to roam now. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 17-7. So that one goes down as a 99-yard kick return for 6 from the 1-yard line all the way to the house. close on the other end. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On play action, it's Brady. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And again this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people here 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen. Usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
New England on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On play action, now Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dwayne Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Second down, it's McCoy. And some room to work. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. First and 10, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On second down, Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard.
Come on, let's go.
Third and long, it's Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. All right, let's discuss Dion Lewis as he gets set to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he's brought down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Brady now on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Brady throwing on second down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down, Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again, Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. He hits White, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gronkowski for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the attention now shifts to Kelvin Benjamin. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive.
Here we go. What?
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Again, it's McCoy. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Bills haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Patriots will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Patriots open up on offense. Lewis is going to stay inside after the handoff, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. He'll take the early advantage. Set up now 3rd and 7. Under duress, and the pass is picked off. It's McCourty who's in the right spot to pick off the pass. Offense out now following the interception. Brady's going to find his mark, and it's caught for the touchdown. Pats push their lead to 11. Gostkowski's going to boot it away. The return will start from the 49. And nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. The Bills trail now by 10. Patriots on offense midway through the second. Brady's on target here, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. Patriots with the ball late in the half. The Patriots push the lead to 17. Brady's on target here, and it's caught for the score. The lead now at 24.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half two. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go. Man 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Taylor on first down. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Oh, what a move. Jukes by again. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And Jones has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
In the red zone this time. On first down, it's Taylor. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Carry now for McCoy. And not a whole lot there.
Call comes in on third down. You have to think about four-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills are forced to settle for 3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down is Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Brady to throw on second down. His throw incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Third down here. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
To throw on third down, Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down.
You know, some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium, they know how to connect.
In ways that sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, as you've told me before, they go medium, they can go short, they go long.
And the way that Gronk is used, he's not just a tight end. Oftentimes they'll put him on the backside of formation as the single wide receiver, and he runs routes exactly that way.
Here's Brady. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's Brady. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
New England on third down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go. 190.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Come on, let's go. 190.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. They'll set up the screen here to Tolbert, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Taylor will throw again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Space to run past the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 1st down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Let's go. Brand 38.
On second down, here's Taylor. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Let's go. 38.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start. Offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still third down.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Come on, let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start. Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Here we go.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Here's Taylor. Filling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jordan Matthews from 6 yards away. And the Bills get a bit closer.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
So now what do you do as it comes back to the 7?
I think you stick with your strategy. You've already told your team you're going for 2. You dial up a different play. The only saving grace, a bit more room to operate if you're deciding to throw the ball especially.
So they're going to go for 2.
Come on, let's go.
Now Taylor. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Dion Lewis getting set to go again here with his guys on offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
New England on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is third down and 12. Now a carry for White. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here's Ryan Allen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Now it's Tate. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. A very solid gain of 27.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Taylor on first down. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Check. Come on, let's go. White, 90.
Operating from the gun. Taylor. That is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, let's go.
To throw again is Taylor. It's caught. Jones. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. He finds some open field here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First and goal from the 5. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
Now a handoff looking right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. To throw is Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's a Bills touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. All right, let's discuss Dion Lewis as he gets set to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. New England on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
On 1st down, Taylor, strong running by Clay. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The 30, past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Now Taylor operating from the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Taylor going to try and hurry him to the line. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, Taylor. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.